Okay.
Hello viewers, this is Sony Point Tutorials. I am Samuel Atta. We are here once again to have another moment of lectures, and we'll be considering the topic under the use of English, which is Concord, clearly written on the board. Now I want to define Concord before we just move ahead. That word Concord itself means agreement. So by definition, we'll say that Concord is the agreement between the subject of a sentence and the verb in that sentence. Okay? So let me repeat that, please. Concord is the agreement between the subject of a sentence and the verb. And if you go down, you discover that there are rules that guide us in the application of Concord. What do we mean? We're saying that a singular subject should be followed by a singular noun, which can either be a pronoun or a noun. Okay, so a singular subject should be followed by a singular noun or pronoun. Okay, then let me repeat that, please. A singular subject should be followed by a singular verb. That's what I'm trying to say. Or they will also say a plural subject, which is either a noun or a pronoun, should be followed by a plural verb. Let me get that as an equation or a little expression. What I mean is this: singular subject, which can either be a noun or a pronoun. And then we have a singular verb, or can also have a plural verb. Okay, so let us take it as an equation now. So singular verb plus singular subject as singular noun plus singular verb, then a plural noun plus a plural verb. This is what we'll be using. Okay, so now it means that if you have a plural subject in a sentence, it should be followed by a plural verb. Now what I'm trying to say is this: let's take some little facts, and then we'll see it before we kick off into the types of Concord we have. But before then, understand that generally, if you have a noun, most of the nouns, they take their plural form by either adding s or es or ies. Okay, let me get a table that we can use to make this thing very clear, so we can match it. But before the table, please look at this. Let's take a book, for example. Generally, we have this to be a noun, book. And if you want to help ourselves, we can say this is a singular noun. Let me make it an SN. But if I put the word here, books, what can you say about this? This is actually plural noun, PN. Okay. Then let us talk about. Let's take this now. Look. This is a verb. I want to put PV. If I put looks, I want to take SV. There is a serious controversy here. Why? Because book is a noun. It has no S attached to it. Then we term it as a singular noun. Books is a noun. It has S attached to it. We call it a plural noun. But when you say the word look is, the word look is a verb. It has no S. We term it as a plural verb. Then the word looks is a verb. It has S. We term it as a singular verb. You can see that there's little opposites here in their differences. Okay, then let's check this table. Very important. If I want to put a singular and a plural under the noun, I will give you something like this. So check this. Let's consider this as a noun. Under this is singular, is plural. Let me quickly get this this side as a verb. Let's get it. is singular. Is plural. I think this would be very nice. So let's say we'll take let's take a noun here. Take a noun singular. Let's say girl. Okay. And what can we take again? Let's take a box. Let's take box. Let's take country. Okay. And then let's quickly help ourselves. Let's get a plural. This is girls. It's boxes. Let's take countries. Okay, this is okay for now. Now, then for verb cases, let's take well, let's say cries, watches. Okay, and then of course we can take let's say we can take what other example can I put now? Let's say walks. Okay, so if you want to get a plural form, all you need to do is remove the IES. Remove the IES, you're going to say cry. Remove the ES, you say watch. Remove the S, you say walk. It's walk. Alright. Now this is actually the application. Let's see if we can do a little matching here. Now it would be nice for you to say that girl, which is singular, should be matched with a singular verb. Okay, so girl walks. Then can we say that girls walk? Now please get it right. Girl singular, walks singular verb. Girls plural, walk plural verb. And if I'm trying to want to make it good, I can put the word here, baby. I can also change this to babies. I can leave this as country. Let me leave it as country. Let me take one more example. This is baby now. It's singular. This is what? Singular. I can match it. Baby cries. Why? Babies cry. So you can see the matching. So this tells you that the principles that the principle we're going to follow is that a plural subject should match with a plural verb. A singular subject should match with a singular verb. This is Concord for us. So quickly, we'll just take a little examples and let's see some examples. Let's see some examples now and move on from here. So now, if I have this. The girl dash to school every day, and you are in examination condition. You have two things to take. You don't need a prophet to tell you. From what I just showed you now, the answer comes out immediately. So what do you say? The girl. This is the subject. These are the two options. You cannot take walk to school because walk is a verb, and when a verb has no S, it becomes plural. But when a verb has S, it becomes singular. Now, what's the principle? Singular subject should be followed by a singular verb. So, singular subject, I am going to take a singular verb that should carry S. So, girl, the girl walks to school. That is a basic example. Okay? Then I can equally say, if I want to use a subject here, example 2. The dash in the sitting room. The dash in the sitting room. And I put cries and I put cry. Simple example like this. The dash in the sitting room, the question I ask is this. These options carry verbs that we need to apply. But who is carrying out the action? Is it singular or plural? That's where we need to. That's what to look at clearly. So they is a pronoun, plural pronoun. So since the subject is plural, they more than one, then I go for the plural verb. And you understand that plural verb do not carry s. So which of them here? Of course, he said they cry in the sitting room. This is the principle of Concord that we're going to apply. You know, I may not go too far because we are going to look at it carefully, step by step. Now, please try to understand this so that you don't get it wrong. What if you come in this fashion? Let me put this down. Can I just strike it as example 3? Please, these are introductory examples. What if I come to say, John and James dash over my house. A, watch. B, watches. Now, what do you take? The question is, who is carrying the action? 2. The conjunction and has come to link these two subjects to make them plural. So John, James, 2 link together. These 2 link together to make it plural. Alright? So can you say John and James can be brought together and we call them they? Alright? So that's already plural. So you don't expect me to take the singular verb. And you know singular verb will always carry s. And plural will not carry. So you know what we say. John and James watch over my houses. John and James watch over my houses. That's as simple as ABCD. This is the foundation to which we're going to drive the topic today. Okay? Then, there are times or cases where you should understand so certain subjects that will not obey the singular verb cases. The I and the you. The I and the you. Very important. I have to strike that note before we take any example at all. So look at this I. Look at this you. These two verbs, they don't obey. They don't work like in the singular cases. Okay? Alright. I dash like a baby when I am excited. I dash like a baby when I'm excited. And I'll give it 2 now. If you are the one, what would you take? I have 2 options here, play and plays. Play and plays. Do you say I plays like a baby when I'm excited? Do you say I play like a baby when I'm excited? That's the question. But please, just to stress and emphasize, the I and the you always attract the plural verb. Very important. The plural verb. Very, very important. Especially the plural lexical. Okay? Now we go. Now I dash like a baby when I'm excited. Because it's I'll take I play. This play is a plural verb. But we are having a subject I that looks like as if it's singular, but it's not. I and you don't go that way. So if I can also say you laugh. You laugh. You laugh at your calamity. So you can see that I'm not taking the word laughs, adding s. No, I say you laugh at your calamity. Laugh, that's a plural verb. I'm having what? You. Okay? But I can say she laughs. She laughs at a calamity. Please get it right. Can you see laughs? Can you see laugh? She laughs. She, one person. You, sounds like one, but going with the plural verb. Very important. She laughs, singular verb. You laugh, plural verb. Can you see the difference? Can you see the difference? You laugh, she laughs. Very important. I think I've need to stress on this very well. But then I will not just leave you like that. I want to run down the types of verb we have, touch one or two, then we'll now meet in the next class to start discussing in details all these types of Concord. Now please just hold on for one or two moments while I make progress. I will just list them out verbally, you know them, then I'll touch just one and they will meet in our next class. Now when I say types of Concord, what do I mean? We have proximity Concord. We also have some concord of percentage and fractions. When you see percentage and fractions in sentences, what do you do? We also have concord of many a or many an in a sentence. When a sentence begins with many a or many an, what do you do? Am I taking singular verb or plural verb? These are quite the areas where examiners want to test your ability of concord. We also have concord of subordinated subjects. We have the double title subject concord, where one person bears two names, or one person is having a double title, and students go ahead taking the plural verb when they ought to take a singular verb. These are areas we need to touch. We have concord of numbers, we have relative concord, we have concord of time, we have concord of time, distance, money, and measurement. These are areas we should look into. We have concord of collectives, like gang of robbers, bevy of ladies, bunch of keys, and all that. So we also have concord of modern. Some sentences start with modern. There are so many concords. So we'll go down carefully, step by step, looking at it. But for this introduction, I will drop only one, and then we'll meet in our next class. Please look at this very well. Types of concord. I'll pick the first one today, and we'll look at others when we meet again. Now, proximity concord. I will touch example quickly. Proximity concord. When I say proximity, that word proximity means nearness. Proximity concord. Let me just quickly wipe and show you something here. It's very interesting to say that after this class, you will march into the UTME, whether it's WAEC or JAM, whatever, and you pick the answer with just a tick or nip of time. Just pick the answer, and the blink of eyes, you are good to go. Now, let's look at proximity concord. I say proximity is what? Nearness. Nearness. That word proximity means nearness. That's to say how far or near the subject is from the verb. Now, I will take example here. We'll be hearing words like either or, neither nor. They test you the exam, either or, neither nor. What do? Simple. I'll show you the secrets now. As you enter examination hall, just apply it and you're good to go. Alright, so I think one or two examples will be okay for now. I'll go to JAM 1995. Let's see a question there. UTME 1995. I have many questions for you, but this one will be okay for you now. Now, look at this question. UTME 1995 said either John or James dash, either John or you dash me. And then I have two options to give to you, like and light. This kind of question is very confusing in exam. Please look carefully, please. If you get this, it will interest you to study more. Okay. Either John or you dash me. And I'm confused. Is that John or you dash me? I'm confused. I don't know what to take. Please get it right. There's a connection between this. Either and or, neither and nor. Very important. Very important. Now, how do I get this in exam? How do I just enter and see questions like this, starting with either or neither? How do I escape it? Within 3 seconds, you're done. Now, there are 2 subjects here spelled out. One of the subjects is John, and the other subject is you. Now, which verb will I pick? Listen. The verb to choose in this context is this. It will be controlled by the subject that comes after the or, not before the or. Before the or, you have John, but after the or, you have you. And now what I said earlier, that you attracts the plural verb. Looking at these 2 options, you know that plural verb don't carry s. And that takes you to what? The word option A. Ordinarily, break it out. If you carve this whole thing out and try to bring this in, it doesn't make any sense. Look at it. Say, you likes me. It doesn't sound good. That tells you it doesn't work that way. But when I bring this in, I said, you like me. That's nice. So, either John or you like me. I believe I've introduced this proximity concord. I just want to give you this to show you this is an eye-opener as to what you are about to see as we move down in this journey of Concord. I believe you've got value. Thank you very much for viewing.